Hey everyone, welcome to the weekly update. Thank you again for all the comments, letting us know what you think, what you'd like to see, and we're working on some of those right now. We've got a killer show for you today. Sir Richard of the Bullard will be doing Saltwater. We have Diana showing you the tank of the week, and Kevin, he's got a bunch of cool things that have come in. So stay tuned, here we go. So your tank tip for the week. Have on hand at all times a battery-powered air pump. All of us who have aquariums at some point or time are going to lose power, whether that's to a rainstorm, a snowstorm, or whatever kind of storm that comes in your life. Having one of these in the stand close to a tank is going to be a lifesaver. A simple air stone powered by 2 D-sized batteries, and you're good to go.
It's Kevin. I'm very busy putting up a huge fish order I got in this week. I've got a lot of amazing things in to show you this week. We got in some really pretty yellow phantom tetras in. I have not had these in a couple years. They look fantastic. We got in some really cute little Ceylon mountain loaches in. These guys stay under about 2.5 inches maximum size. Really cool little scavengers for any freshwater tank. We got in a beautiful skull of Celebes rainbows. These are a smaller variety of rainbow. They usually top out about 2 inches or so. We got in some nice looking yellow neon tetras. This is a different color more from the common neon tetra. We got in some awesome looking little chili razoboras. They're one of my favorite little nano fish that you can do. They do best in schools of 5 or more. This is one of the smallest varieties of the razobora that you can do. We have in some beautiful Victorian haplochromis. There are some stunning males in here that really are throwing a lot of color. We also have a few females in if you wanted to pair them up. These guys came to me locally raised, which is another thing to brag about because that means they have not been hormoned up and that they are usually in better shape. We have in some beautiful Gelitochromis malaries in this week. These guys come from Lake Tanganyika. They like a very high pH level, usually above 8.2 on up to as high as 9. They can top out around 5 inches full size. If you're looking for an excellent freshwater scavenger for your community tank, we have some adorable little panda cories in. These guys are very healthy and robust looking. These guys will usually stay under 1.5 inches. We have in a really cool small loach for you. This is the sumo loach. These guys usually do best if they're kept in groups of 3 or more. They usually don't get larger than about 2 to 2.5 inches. I got in some beautiful cichlids in this week. These are electric blue acaras. They are a semi-aggressive cichlid, usually doesn't get much larger than 6 to 8 inches maximum size. Tank mates for them would be your semi-aggressive fish such as your tiger barbs and other larger barbs like that as dither fish. These are definitely one of my all-time favorite barbs. These are the Odessa barbs. These are in a larger size, so they're really showing out their excellent color that they get. This is one barb that does really well also in a planted tank, usually really good about not nibbling on your plants. We have in some really beautiful gold marble angelfish. These came from a local breeder. He took really good care of them and it shows. These guys are really good size and really healthy. We also have in some beautiful Heckelei cichlids. This is another one that would do really well in a semi-aggressive environment, or you could keep them in with a school of rainbows or something like that. Something, just a larger, fast-moving dither fish.
Hey y'all, it's Diana here. Today's tank spotlight of the week is going to be the Fluval Beta. It is a 2.6 gallon tank. It is an all-in-one. You get the light, the heater, the filter. It's a great starter tank for a beta. It's a perfect size for them. Anytime somebody comes in saying I want to bring a beta home, I'm like, get this tank. It's relatively cheap for what you get. All you need is the water, the decorations, and the fish, and that is it. Great tank, highly recommend. So come in and get one if you're thinking about getting a beta.
Hi everybody, welcome to our weekly update. I will give you a brief tour of some of our new arrivals. There are more coming in as we speak, so come take a look for yourself. We'll see you soon. Hi guys, these are scissortail gobies. They're in the wormy fish family like the bar gobies and some of the firefish. Great little community guys, open water swimmers, love to eat shrimp. Things like mysis and brine shrimp are going to be their favorite. Very peaceful, cool little dudes. Here we have a cute little possum wrasse. These guys don't get much bigger than this, maxing out at about 2 inches. Good little reef-safe wrasses. They normally leave all of your shrimp alone. They're good model citizens. Great for a little nano tank or your small biocubes. This is a canary wrasse. Excuse me, wrong. This is a canary blenny. Great little open water swimmer. Has venomous fangs, so most fish know to leave him alone. He just does his own thing, cruises around looking cool. And here we have a coral banded shrimp, Stenopus hispidus. These guys are famous for being cleaner shrimp for very, very large fish, like groupers or eels. And if you thought you needed some large fish in your life, we have them. These are 2 rabbitfish. One is a foxface, Una maculatus, and the other one is a striped rabbitfish. Great algae eaters, but they have been known to nip at some corals. Here we have a female Melanurus that is becoming a male. Beautiful fish, great for picking off invertebrates like worms and nuisance pests. Will do very bad things to small shrimp and hermit crabs, so be very wary when putting them in with guys like that. This is a juvenile imperator angelfish. He's being obstinate right now and won't let Kitty Cat record him. There he is. When they get to be adults, they lose the fingerprint pattern and end up getting yellow racing stripes on a gray body with blue highlights. Awesome fish, but not reef safe. He loves to eat your corals. Don't give him that chance. Here we have a yellow-headed sleeper goby or a striata goby. These guys are very efficient sand sifting machines and make a great addition to any reef tank that has a tight-fitting lid on it. They are world famous for carpet surfing.
What's that other one?
Oh, you're talking about the cleaner wrasse that won't get out of his grits? That's a tricolor cleaner wrasse. It's got the yellow on the head. They're normally much hardier than the regular cleaner wrasses. Love the way they bob their head as they swim. They're funny.
So for my product spotlight of the week, Sitche, the brand Sitche. It's one of my favorite pumps that I've ever used in this hobby in 32, almost 33 years. One thing, they're super reliable. One thing, their performance is great. Whether you're using an app-controlled Sitche pump for a recirculating pump, whether you're using a stream pump just for general wave making and things like that, it's a fantastic brand, it's a fantastic pump. One of the coolest things about Sitche's wave makers is they've squared some of the ends, which if you're doing rock work in a reef tank, you can hide these so easily that you don't see them at all. They'll actually blend into the rock because you can rock right around them. There's so many things about Sitche that make it probably one of the best pumps I've ever used in this industry. And if you're recirculating in a reef tank, if you're putting in a new wave maker or something like that, check out the brand Sitche when you're in here. Okay, so if you've hung around to the end of the video, here's a surprise for you. What we want is for you guys to comment, let us know what we can do to make the video better, what you think about Fishy Business, anything that's on your mind, and one of you will be put in a drawing for the air pump that we talked about in the video. Coming up in the next weeks, we're going to have a few more things. We're going to start showing some of our service accounts videos because that was suggested, and some of your tanks as well. I'll tell you more about that in the next video. What else, Kat? What am I forgetting? Okay. God bless. Have a great week. Send those comments, and we'll get back at it next week.